So we're here at Destination Skin with the lovely Amy, and Amy, it was Amanda Harrington who introduced us and said at our wellness day, if there's one thing that I advise you to do, it is peels, peels, peels. She said they really have results, and at the end of her talk I then went off and said to her, right Amanda, I'm up for some peels, where do I go? And here we are. I think I'm 4 peels into a course of 6, and they're vitamin C peels, and I've been really impressed with the results. So Amy, what exactly is a peel?
Okay, so a peel is using an acid. So an acid is a solution that's basically a lower pH than your natural skin, and that helps to resurface, take off the top layers of the skin. There are different levels of peels. So with you, we're doing more of a resurfacing peel, but then you can go much stronger where you are taking a lot more layers of the skin to help to work with different conditions of the skin, using different types of acid to work with those different conditions.
And if someone's sitting there going, do I need a peel? What would you say? Who should have a peel?
Well, firstly, I would probably say come for a consultation, because with your skin it is very bespoke. A lot of people, they speak to friends and they want exactly what someone else is having, but it isn't maybe necessarily the right. Mostly everyone could have one, but I would just be careful with someone that's got a very sensitive skin, a lot of broken capillaries. Then we would have to be a little bit more careful and maybe prepare the skin a little bit longer to get the skin a little stronger before we start with that. But generally everyone, but we would have to look at the skin and look at your lifestyle and everything.
What kind of peels are the best to have? I've been having vitamin C peels. Are there others? Do you always advise vitamin C?
No, so everything here is bespoke. Everything is done with a consultation, looking at the skin, feeling the skin, and talking with the client. There isn't one best peel, because there is a spectrum of different acids, and the different acids are for different types. So you've got some acids that are amazing for a particularly very oily acneic skin, or you've got, say, what we've used on vitamin C is very good for brightening and strengthening the skin for maybe a little bit more of a sensitive skin. So there isn't particularly a best, but there is like a best for the patient itself. So yeah, you would bespoke it for the skin and what was best for their concerns.
And how often should you have a peel to get the full effects?
Yes, so if you're doing the more lighter peels, so with the vitamin C, we can do them up to every 2 weeks. When you're going for the stronger peels, you would go every 4 weeks. But we would also put a limit on that. So you would maybe do a course of 6 and then have a break from that, because we wouldn't want to, you need to let the skin heal from that. Because you are in effect creating a controlled wound. So the skin has to have time to heal itself to do what you want to. And that's what you're doing. You're causing the skin to heal, to create newer, brighter skin then.
And just to reassure people, there isn't necessarily downtime, is there? It depends what kind of peel you go for. I haven't had any downtime. I was quite concerned that I would, but I think a lot of us think of, some of the images we've seen of really horrific peels. You can go down that route, but you don't have to.
No, and that is very much comes with a consultation. You need to what someone wants. If you've got a bride and she's got 1 year to play with, and she's got real severe sun damage, you would say, okay, let's do a course of some really, but you're looking at way before the wedding, so you've got that time to heal. If you've got someone, we've got a lot of ladies, it's just age management. They might be 50 plus. Generally, they've got quite nice skin, but they just want to keep their skin looking bright and fresh. Then we could go for something a little bit more superficial, just to keep it ticking over and looking fresh.
And do they really work? I mean, it was Amanda who said, lovely to go and have a facial with some nice music and some herbs, but actually that's not going to get you results. Do peels really get you results?
Yeah, the thing is that with the beauty industry there is a big spectrum, and when you go for those facials, they are lovely and very relaxing. I think there's definitely a niche for those, and that's great. But if you really want results, you need things that are going to go into the deeper layers of the skin.
Going to penetrate the skin.
Absolutely, and that's where you can only realistically get so much results from something that's working on the top layer, and actually the top layers of your skin are dead. So what you need is things that can actually penetrate deeper, and that's where you get the results. So definitely yes.
Well, I'm hooked. And what about the cost?
Yeah, so they cost from about 75 to 125, but we do courses, because generally we encourage people to do courses. That's the best way with your peels, because we can build them up as we go through your course, and then we do make the packages of the courses a little bit more cost effective, because we are encouraging you to do that.
Well, I am, as I said, 4 peels into a course of 6, and I'm here today for my 5th, so we're going to see how it's done.
so we're ready to start the peel. So with this peel, we actually do dry cleansing. We don't actually use water, and this is the cleanse is obviously to remove the dirt and grime, so we can get the acids to penetrate deeper rather than sitting on top of layers of debris on the skin. So now we're going to do a peel prep. This is to take out all the oils in the skin, degrease the skin so the acids can penetrate deeper rather than having to go through the oils in the skin. So we're going to start with the first layer with vitamin C, and what Georgie usually feels on her skin is like a tingly, prickly feeling. So we do fan the skin. This also just helps to cool the air, but it helps to distract from the kind of tingling on the skin. And even though this is at the moment just we're applying vitamin C, it's still quite acidic. So for a sensitive skin would feel this. If you had a skin that wasn't as sensitive or maybe oilier, they probably wouldn't feel very much at all right now. The next layer, we are increasing the percentages of acids, so she probably will feel a little bit more tingly with this one. So now I'm going to apply the damp gauze. So I just need to make sure Georgie keeps her eyes tight. So this is activating the acid now in the skin. So the acids have penetrated deep in, and this is activating them. So we're going to saturate the area now. Okay, so what Georgie will feel now, she'll feel an increase in sensation now because this is activating the acid in the skin. And we will keep saturating the skin until that feeling of tingling has subsided. So we're just going to keep neutralising now with the water, okay, until Georgie doesn't feel anything anymore. As you can see, there's a little bit of pinkness to the skin, but that's absolutely fine, that's good. So now I'm going to apply another form of vitamin C. It's called Mag C. This helps to also neutralise the skin and also strengthen the skin. So with this, there is no feeling. She'll just feel wet on the skin. Okay, this is a recovery complex. Also, this has got minerals and vitamins in it. This also helps to strengthen the skin and helps to neutralise. So I'm just going to sit Georgie up now. We're done. How's your skin feeling there?
Yeah, good. I don't want to touch it, but yeah, good.
Yeah. Do you feel a little bit of warmth in the skin?
No.
It just sort of feels like your skin's had sort of really good clean and quite fresh.
No, it feels good.